This gas station is certainly not where you wanted to be. Earlier this morning, a gunman was there. It was a violent robbery there, actually, with the clerk involved. News Channel 5's Sophie Nielsen-Colding following the latest at this scene in Hermitage, where this gas station is located. And we understand the clerk robbed and at least one shot was fired by the suspect, right?
Right now, people are filling up their gas as they're heading into work, starting their day. But around 1 o'clock this morning, this was a crime scene. Take a look. We've got some video. Police were called after a man walked into the convenience store. He acted like he was going to buy something. Then he walked up to the clerk at the cash register. He pulled out a gun, stuck it in her face, and said, "Give me the money." According to police, she opened the cash register, and that armed robber grabbed as much cash as he could carry before running out, ran outside, and while he was running away, he fired one shot into the air. Luckily, no one was hurt. Obviously very scary for the people who were working there overnight. Police say this robber was wearing a gray hoodie, gray sweatpants, and white shoes. K9 followed his scent, but then ended up losing it. Now, if you take a look at the building, I can see at least one security camera. We haven't gotten any word yet from police if those cameras are working, if they caught anything, but as soon as we hear anything more from police, we'll definitely let you know. Live in Hermitage, Sophie Nielsen-Colding, News Channel 5.
Sophie, thank you. Also breaking overnight, new details in the Amber Alert for missing Murray County teenager Elizabeth Thomas. News Channel 5's Dan Kennedy live from TBI headquarters this morning, and we just learned that Tad Cummins left behind a note for his wife.
Yeah, left behind a note the day he disappeared, which, by the way, today marks 30 days since all that happened. But the district attorney tells Nick Barris that the purpose of that note was likely to mislead investigators down a different direction and to help buy him some time. That's one new piece of information we learned overnight. A second piece of information, those surveillance pictures we see from Walmart taken on March 15th at a Walmart in Oklahoma City. The district attorney says it's possible that Cummins is well aware that there's many security cameras at a Walmart and that he purposely went to that Walmart to also mislead investigators and to send them down a different direction. Third piece of new information we got overnight from the district attorney is that Cummins has medication for blood pressure, and we don't know when that will need to be refilled, but the DA says he's going to have to refill that at some point or face a health crisis. So he's asking pharmacists to be vigilant, especially. Now, the TBI has received thousands of tips in the past month, but the only credible sighting was from that Walmart surveillance on March 15th. And they're still asking anyone with information to give them a call, 1-800-TBI-FIND. Reporting live from TBI headquarters, Dan Kennedy, News Channel 5.
Dan, thanks for the update. Two gunmen on the run after they shot and robbed someone in northwest Nashville along 33rd Avenue North. It was around 11:30 last night. Police tell us the 57-year-old victim was shot several times in his legs. He went to Vanderbilt and should be all right. As we get more information about those suspects, we will pass that along to you. And also breaking this morning, a pizza delivery driver robbed in Hopkinsville. The Kentucky New Era reporting it happened on Wildwood Drive late last night. Three guys hiding near a home in the bushes, and then they robbed the delivery driver just as he got out of his car. The men were armed and they claimed to have a gun. Luckily, no one was hurt. Amy?
Well, happening now, a Cumberland County rest stop just reopened this morning around 6 after a shooting last night. Happened at the I-40 rest area in Crossville. Police tell us Chadwick Barnthouse was shot in the chest and airlifted to the hospital. We are working now to get an update on his condition. The sheriff tells us the incident was isolated and no active shooters are on the run. You can download the News Channel 5 app for updates. Investigators are also working to figure out what sparked a deadly shooting at this Cookeville plant. Police say Tyler Stoltz and Angelique Duplay used to be in a relationship. Witnesses say Stoltz and another woman, Rebecca Crowley, were sitting in a car yesterday morning when Duplay came up and shot them before turning the gun on herself. Now, those familiar with the people who work at the Vicosa plant say the employees are a tight-knit family.
They pull together. If there's an area that needs some help, they step in to help each other. They work close together. And I know my brother's been with the company about almost 2 years. And I just know that they really, truly care about each other.
A woman claiming to be Stultz's sister Facebooked me this morning and said that Stultz passed away overnight. We are working to confirm that in other ways as well. Crowley, by the way, is in critical condition this morning. As soon as we get an update on both conditions, of course, we will pass that along, Steve.
Amy, thank you. An accused killer is expected to be facing a judge this morning. Deshaun Dunlap, arrested last month for the murder. They say he killed Jeremy Needow inside the car that Needow was in on Jones Circle back in January. Detectives have not released a motive for that. They believe Needow was targeted, though. Dunlap, you see right there, will be arraigned about 2 hours from now at 9 this morning. And another guy accused of killing a young man outside of a high school basketball game. Today, Antonio Bowers will be in court. Investigators say that 21-year-old helped Jamonte and Cavante Davis shoot and kill James Nevels after an argument outside of Whites Creek High School. The last time Bowers faced a judge, his bond was raised because he failed a drug test. This morning's hearing is set for 10 o'clock. You can download the News Channel 5 app for updates on that.
And we're continuing to follow the violent disturbance at a mid-state prison this morning. 2 corrections officers are in stable condition at Vanderbilt. Officer Jesse Shockley and Paul Nielsen were both attacked by prisoners at the Turney Center in Hickman County on Sunday. A 3rd officer has been treated and released. Monday, the 3 officers were stabbed multiple times during what officials called an unprovoked assault by several inmates.